So I'm just going to quickly show you some of the new changes on the Facebook pages. As of the 30th of March, as you can see here by this little announcement on your Facebook page, as of the 30th of March, Facebook pages will be changing for good. They'll be changing to the new timeline style. You'll notice that some people have changed their profiles to this timeline style already, but the change is actually happening to Facebook pages, so all the business pages, they're changing to the timeline style. So to get started, you just need to click the big blue preview button here. Now just remember what you see here is a preview. So only yourselves and other admins for the page can see this area here. But to publish it, once you've finished making your changes, you just hit this big grey Publish Now button. Otherwise, it will automatically change on the 30th of March, whether you like it or not. That's why it's really important to follow through this video, get prepared, and get your pages all prepared for this big change that's happening. Now we're just going to go through some of the key features that are just important to do and get started with. So one of the things you'll notice first is this big cover picture. Now if when you start your page you don't have this picture here, you'll be given the opportunity to upload a picture, or you can choose one from your photos. I won't do that now. I'm pretty happy with the picture that it's chosen for us. Just so you know, this picture here is 851 pixels by 315 pixels. And Facebook have recently put out some guidelines of what you can and cannot do with this cover picture. So you're not allowed to display pricing, you're not allowed to display specials, you're not allowed to display any call of action, you're not allowed any company information on there, such as your email address or your phone number, and you're not allowed any big arrows saying like me. So you just got to have a simple picture that just explains what your company is and what your company is all about, something that represents your company's personality and your brand's image. As you'll see, everything is now displayed in a timeline format. We really like this. This is pretty funky. It gives you a real good snapshot and snap view of everything that's been happening. Now, one of the coolest features about this is something that wasn't on the old pages. As in, if you've got something, an announcement that you think is quite important, for example, this announcement here that we're now doing $4.99 5-page website package. This is a really important feature for us, for like everybody who comes to our page to be able to see this. Now normally this will get pushed down the timeline ranks as we start to display new and more relevant information. But to make sure this always appears at the top, we can click on the edit or remove and select pin to top. Now you can change date. This is a slow manual way of making it appear at the top, or you can just select pin to top. And now that will make sure that this is always the top story until we change that setting as indicated by this little yellow and orange flag. And another way to make news stand out is to click on the star and highlight. This will expand the image across the entire size of the timeline, just so it sticks out and people who come to your page will take note of it. So I can go ahead and post a status just as before and post it, and it will just become news in the timeline newsfeed. Or I can add a photo, I can add a question, or you can add a milestone. Now to add a milestone, you need to have, as you can see on this pop-up box displayed here, you need to have when your company, where it all started from, a date from which it all started before you can start adding other milestones. And milestones are a great way to announce new star employees. So if you want to share that's important, can go as a milestone. And another few key features are tabs. However, you can't really call them tabs anymore. They're more like little boxes. But you remember we used to have tabs on the left-hand side here. I just dropped this box down to display all the tabs. Now these are the tabs that we had on the previous page. We will do another video specifically on tabs, but I would just quickly show you. I think our blog is quite an important tab, so you can move where it's located. So swap position with, and I'll probably swap positions with special offer 1. There we go, and you can see it's just moved to that area there. And just to show you, if you click on the tabs now, as you can see, not too much has happened. The main thing is that this width is slightly different, so you can go in and slightly change the size of your tab in terms of width. But you'll notice there's no clutter around it. It's purely just displayed on this page, which is pretty awesome. I mean, this is a tab for our blog, so say people jumping from our website to our Facebook page. If you like us on Facebook, you can come and read our super cool, very informative blog. And to get back, just click on your little business tabs, the 3-idea tab. So we'll do a separate video on tabs because they're quite an important feature, and there's something that we had a lot of people write into us and ask us if they were going to change, because they do have a very big impact on your Facebook page. Just before we jump into the admin panel, I really want to point out this one thing. This is one of the coolest features I think have happened with the new Facebook pages. People can now message your business page, so they can send a personal message to you through your Facebook page. This is an absolutely great function. Before, if you wanted to get in touch with a company, you had to write a message on a wall, and you may not want everybody to hear what you have to say. So now you can get in touch with companies by simply selecting the message box and writing them a message. So now we're just going to jump into the admin area. So the admin panel, it doesn't really feature anything that you haven't seen before, but it does display things in a real cool, easy to use format. So you'll notice here you've got just notifications of the most recent things that have happened. Any messages, I just showed you that message function, so any new messages you've got will appear here. Any new people that have liked your page will appear here. And you also notice some cool tabs at the top here. They just make managing your page even easier. So you can manage, you can edit your page, use your activity log, see people that you've banned from using it. And I'm using my Facebook pages myself just so I can edit all this. You can jump and use it as your page here. Build audience, you can invite email contacts, you can invite friends, both as you did before. You can share the page, or you can create an ad. And then help. So we're giving you a quick video tutorial here. Facebook have also put together a couple of video tutorials that are worth watching if you want to know some more about it. Or you can just hide the admin tab by clicking hide. And so that's a real quick overview of the Facebook timeline for pages. We'll have heaps more resources, some more video tutorials like this one, as well as just some written PDFs and some blog posts just helping you get ready for this. Now, just to recap, the most important features is get yourself a real funky cover page done. You know, it's going to be the first thing people see when they come to your new Facebook page. So change it around, keep it interesting. Just make sure it really speaks your brand's personality or your business image. Second thing is messages. People can now send you private messages, so make sure you check for them in your admin panel here. And the timeline, so you don't forget you can feature posts so they always appear at the top. You can pop in milestones, you can ask people questions and status and photo as you could do previously. And yeah, you can get full updates on who's liking you, the latest activity. So just make sure you keep your timeline update and keep it fresh, keep it engaging, keep it interesting. And for some more useful tips like this, just be sure to check us back at the 3-idea YouTube channel. Thanks very much, and I hope I could help.